Hi everyone, Dr. Laura Neville here. I wanted to talk today about what is the optimal diet for hormone health. Now, it is said that the most controversial things in human life are 1, religion, 2, politics, and 3, diet. So if you're confused about what to eat, know that you're not alone. There are so many different options out there. You can subscribe to vegetarian, vegan, pescatarian, paleo, carnivore. The list becomes endless and completely overwhelming when it comes down to it. So, I want to say that humans are very intelligent. We're never going to be more intelligent than Mother Nature. So, I'm going to give you 4 things to consider in order to ensure that you have a healthy diet that's going to help sustain your life throughout your entire lifespan. Now, number 1 is to eat whole foods. So, if it grew out of the ground or it had a mother, it's probably going to be a very good food for you. We don't have to get super in the weeds after this point. Your cells and your DNA recognize whole foods, meaning these are foods that were grown out of the ground like this, right? Like this is the form that it came into this world in. Now, when you're eating a ton of foods out of boxes, packaging, plastic, things like this, these are foods that the body really doesn't know what to do with. It has to do a lot of work to detoxify some of the non-natural substances that are there. It takes a ton of work. It harms the organs over time and really creates chaos in the microbiome, which can lead to things like depression, anxiety, autoimmune conditions, type 1 diabetes, thyroid problems, even cancer. Okay, so number 1, eat whole foods. Number 2, make those whole foods diverse. So there was a study from 2018 showing that humans who ate 30 or more different types of plant materials each week had the greatest health. So we're talking about vegetables, fruits, and also spices. This is where if 30 sounds like a ton to you, using the spices can really be helpful to get to that 30 probably easier than you thought. So make it diverse, and I'm going to link to that study below this video. There's another aspect which we'll call number 3, that is to increase what the Ayurvedic medicine terms Agni. This is your digestive strength. So most people nowadays say, I can't eat this, or this, right? And they remove so many different foods from their diet that they're literally left with very few things which they eat. So their diet isn't diverse, number 1. But number 2, that's a sign that they have a weak digestive system. So if you think of your digestive system as a little fire burning in your abdomen, that fire has to break down all the food that comes in order to create cells and hair and skin and replace organs and replace tissue damage. So strengthening that digestive fire allows you to have less problems with different types of food. So you have less food intolerances and potentially even less what are called food allergies. Now, how do you do that? How do you keep that fire burning really strong? Deep breathing before you eat is the number 1 way to do this. This gets your nervous system into the parasympathetic state. So this is called rest and digest. I'm sure you've heard that before. It's because the digestive system cannot do its job under stress. So no more multitasking while you're eating. I'm speaking to myself as well. So make sure you're doing that deep breathing before you eat. Add spices to your foods. This can also help to increase the strength of that fire. It doesn't have to be spicy spices, but things like cinnamon or black pepper or ginger, just these little additions to your food can increase the strength of your digestive system. Very easy, simple way to do that. Please do not consume ice cold beverages after you eat. That's a very American thing to do. Suck down a big cold soda after you eat. And imagine that little fire. It's just going to get put out right then and there. So all of that food is then just sitting there stagnant in your digestive system. And it's going to be really hard to break down and utilize nutrients to make you healthy. The digestive system is strongest from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So if you can eat the majority of foods within that time frame, you're going to take advantage of the natural rhythms of your body. Remember, our body's innately intelligent, as is Mother Nature. Let's take advantage of all of these things. And number 4, for those that do have active health challenges, you really want to consider avoiding gluten and or dairy. There was a study looking at gluten consumption and the intestinal tract. They actually found that 100% of people had inflammation in their GI tract, their gastrointestinal tract, after gluten consumption. So we're talking about not even people that are suffering with health challenges, but everyone. Now, if you have active health challenges, I promise you, whether that's directly related to these substances or indirectly, it is not helping your health. So just get rid of those. At least do a trial of removal. Most naturopathic physicians and alternative healthcare practitioners really recommend 6 weeks away from that food in order to understand how your body reacts once you bring that back on. Okay, so those are 4 things to think about when you wonder, what the heck should I be eating to have the best health? Now, if you would like some more information, go ahead and download my 5 recipes to increase hormone balance and your energy. Thank you so much.